Hey, hey, thanks for joining me in the studio. Today we're going to talk a little bit about computer claims, computer use by employees, what's ethical, what's not ethical, what's ethical for a former employee. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're an employee on your way out the door, or you're a former employee and you've got any idea about doing something on a boss's computer, on a company's computer, stop right there. Don't do it. It's not worth it. There are 3 laws that can get you into a heap of trouble you don't need, especially if you're walking out of there with a good recommendation and a great experience. The Computer Fraud and Abuse Act, federal law, and then there's 2 state laws. There's a Computer Abuse Act, and then there's a Hacker Act. And these things carry with them civil penalties. They allow the employer, if they're violated, to call law enforcement authorities. So things that you could be contemplating doing, like as you're walking out the door, taking a customer list, taking sales, taking prices, taking things you're not entitled to that are beyond your authorization or you never had authorization to do, even if they're not under lock and key. And by that, I mean security key. These are things you don't want to do, folks. These are things that can create all kinds of problems for you and that can jeopardize your ability to get the entitled severance package you may have negotiated, the letter of recommendation you're going to need in the future, or all kinds of things, right? They can create, and worse, they can create allegations that can be turned over to federal authorities, right? Depending on how big the computer download or computer access was. And they can lead to lawsuits, right? Even when you don't have things like non-competes, right? Violating these 3 laws give rise to a state and federal cause of action and state and federal crime. So here's what I'm going to say on these things. Don't do it. If you're on your way out the door and you're thinking about taking computer information, leave it behind. You don't need it. You can be successful without it.